Sierra Leone trend.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Salone Turntable. This is a brand new podcast brought to you by Maxbox Media. And me and one of our hosts, Anna Caesar, and this is my co-host,
Okaskame.
And together with a Kawututona, different topics, insightful conversations ranging from sports and
entertainment, social media topics, like everything really happen in and out of Sierra Leone.
They're able for thinking the advocacy aspect, the raising the awareness part of it. I feel like one of the major problems that the awareness raising side, people not get awareness about mental health issues, about what it mean, about and they are in denial. Well, I don't want to say they're in denial. Some people are being
gaslight we say.
No. So the awareness raising aspect, now first we need for emphasize in education, the education part, and also for Sky for Fenway, not just educating the people about the mental issues, but also on like the stigma side. When you might not be the one suffering from a mental issue, but if somebody is, how you for deal with them. So I think if we empower people through knowledge. Because not all man go seek professional help. Not so everybody know. Not so everybody gets access. Yeah, so if the first person you run to, family member within the community, they're able to handle the matter well, then I feel like we go make progress in that regard. Yeah. But if you reach to the first person and then he shuts you out, or if he makes that way, you're not able to move forward.
Yeah, too.
You know, so I feel like that is one key thing like we need for step up on.
Yeah, and I think apart. Like I say, awareness is like the foundation of everything. And the other part where these organizations come in is providing the resources. Yeah. And honestly, my first ever therapy session was like paid for by an organization. I wouldn't want to speak.
That's okay.
Yeah. But then, now I think about it, like, if it was not for therapy, like I could have killed a lot. I'm telling you, look at my face. I could have killed a lot of people. Like, I went to therapy and I just think in my mind, I'm like, people should have access to this. So this is where these organizations come in. Like, then they give the resources that is needed, because awareness is the first step. Now that you know, what can you do? Resources is needed for that. So their organization there, so they give the resources, then they give the support. And because they talk about it so much, people get used to hearing about it. You hear say, oh, this mental health, like kissy kresiad, even though
kissy mental health.
No, the reason why I'm saying kissy kresiad, I'm saying kissy kresiad because as how we know I'm right. So like the way they say kissy kresiad, right? Even though it's a bad way to call it, but then people know say mental health. Like it comes in their mind, say, okay, this is not thing where they exist. This is nothing where they exist. Like mental health is an issue. Yeah. Even though like we don't have as Chris, but then there's an awareness say it's an issue. Because even I get a feeling say I was not born, but I get a feeling say before that what is safe, we didn't think it happen. People could not understand. Yeah. Waiting this.
I should say back in the day it's like
exactly
devil.
Thank you. So the existence of the mental homes, of these organizations, it's a proof to people that yes, the internet so they exist and the resources is here to help you if you need it. Yeah. So
just to add to that, the resources first for support the people suffering from poor mental health, but also for trained personnel, because I feel like that also is lacking. We don't have enough professionals for handle. You know, so I feel like we need for train.
Salone we get, by the way.
Yes, we get
trained. How many trained psychologists we get?
We get one psychologist, not to Sierra Leonean, within Akisi.
Yeah.
We get psychiatrists. We get foreigners, then we get Sierra Leonean. But we also have people where they train right now for be psychiatrists. Yes, where they're training. That's actually, and it's a good number, about 8 of them. Okay. Yeah, that's a good number.
That's a good number for one.
Yes, that's a good number. Yes, and then it gets with 2, where we just as the baby, the babies of the team, where they try for, follow the path. But it's still small for cater for the amount of the people population, and also the fact that this country needs it. The poverty, a lot of things that we don't go through, like we need it. I feel like government or all of the organizations and they focus on the mental aspect of health in general. True. by training professionals, like training people, also by supporting the people that are suffering from the mental issues.
Right. So therapy and professional help. Obviously, like how we don't say there is lack of
Yeah.
like the services, and even the one day, like even the one day where they some difficulties like
Yeah.
with some people then go get for access then
it,
services.
yeah.
There one are cost, availability, where you go meet how
Stigma.
right. How accessible are these people like psychiatrists, psychologists, and what's another challenge there for me? Because I know say definitely a cost now one.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel like now one
I
of
can't
the
say
only
much on that.
You know what,
Well,
when it comes to cost, right? I kind of they link this with traveling a bit. Like it's a bit off track, but then the thing about Salone is that we need to seek information.
Yeah.
Like we just they think
Assume,
say
say.
we just dey assume say this. So a big example, when I had this trip for Gambia and Senegal and it cost 900, like people they say, oh, like is it this cheap?
Cheap.
And I'm like, you
I
not
think I saw
ever
that.
sit
So
down.
now you.
Yes. So I'm like, you not
fine.
ever sit down
And ask or do inquiries.
and check. Like you
Yeah.
didn't. So even therapy people then think say like it that's expensive. Me to you. Who got it at check?
The expensive
Expensive pasta. Like the
Yeah.
daily food that we
consume.
consume.
I feel like we know they prioritize
and
the
the
health.
things that what they take. So because you don't ever go after the information for access, like who don't ever ask, almost it's therapy session. Almost deeper, almost overpay.
Almost, yeah.
Like nobody,
Kinda
you know,
good
they
point.
ask, you
Yeah,
just think
assume,
say
yeah, it's
the cost,
expensive.
the cost. But how much is this cost exactly?
yeah. All right.
We don't know because we know they sick again. Like prioritizing. Like
We don't.
me when me no say it's a priority for me. Even though right now me school they provide like but that's another thing. Like the fact that colleges and schools in Sierra Leone, they're part of his school fee, so we get access to therapists, and not just any therapists. These are African therapists, because that's the thing where people they don't really understand. There's having therapy, but there's having the right therapist.
People that understand.
Yes, the
things that we need to
context.
talk
The
about.
context of
My
what-
first therapist, she was amazing, but then this lady, na be white lady, will go up, I don't know, na Norway or whose country that. So when
No
I want to
experience.
explain about some certain thing, yeah, like she tries to help me, but she doesn't get it.
And it's not her fault.
It's not her fault. So the moment they switch me to a Nigerian therapist, the moment I tell her and say I'm a firstborn daughter in an African home,
You understand?
I
English?
understand still.
Come here.
wait, sit down. Sit down. I get you. And for me, that moment, it felt like I don't have to explain my feelings in details, because sometimes you can't.
Yeah, you can.
But because this person understands the context, they get it. So I make it very important for not just get professionals then, but for get Sierra Leonean professionals then. Because they will get it.
Yeah.
They will understand the context. They know the system. They don't go up there, and they're able to provide support that is not only general but very personalized, and you can relate with it.
Okay. What do you think about social media and impact with it? Is it helping? Is it like worsening things? Because obviously, I know people that we can take hiatus, obviously, because
Yes, social media.
it can be
detox.
toxic. It
Yeah.
can be very, overwhelming. But also on the other side of it, it helps with which we talk about
The
awareness.
awareness, this is where
Would
it
I get
passes.
like reach? Would I get like a page or something? It gets the news out there. But there is just so much on there, like social media. Like not so we all able just take in
Yeah.
all thing from the internet in good faith.
Yeah.
Like waiting on our thing, but social media impacts on mental health generally.
I think it's 50. It can be 50-50
be, yes.
because it depends on so many factors.
Where
Yeah.
you are,
Yes.
how you interpret
Yeah.
things.
So firstly, social media, not a bad thing.
Right.
Let's just get that clear. Depends on how you use them or what you use them for. So it's a one platform where we go for raise awareness.
Yeah.
Okay, like now one platform we will use for raise awareness. But also, because we know that social media can be toxic, we get people away just dating them for the toxicity
For
of
that.
it.
Right.
Right? So if you find that day,
Just wanna be bullies.
right? So like what I do, normal is all the other social media platforms aside WhatsApp, because the WhatsApp are kind of effective because they so you control
Yes,
you contact,
exactly.
you know that and they
Yeah.
blah blah blah. Aside that day, all the other social media platforms, if I go enough for just post and commodity.
Yeah.
And if I follow posting, that somebody where they add value
Yes.
to me. I don't stand nonsense. Sorry. But I know
Yes,
they
no,
watch
yeah,
all kinds
exactly.
of things. Not all, you understand? Like I don't do that. I go for post and commodity. So most people like, oh, I study from social media, I don't know people because I know they go there for go watch people. Or if I want for burn time or as a means of relaxing or just watching comedy stuff and laugh, then I can go and watch comedy. They can know stuff for go at no page for go watch. I watch comedy, I laugh, I watch fun things, I watch if I want to watch self content for be inspired. I know what's for go watch. So I go to social media with a focused mind, knowing what I want for go do day. Okay,
So
and I don't
basically,
spend all my time.
you like tailor your experience.
Yeah, you have
so,
to.
Like, you
I mean, you
know,
have to. Don't get
stumble
carried
upon
away.
Something way go affect you
Yeah.
mentally.
What it is say, like, it basically is that, like, in as much as we talk about mental health, right, life is unfair. Like, that is one thing I've come to realize and understand. And now your personal responsibility for protect your mental health.
Strength, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
now you on personal, and sometimes
If I take
feel
her as
we get people not think the control things that we get we will not get, so we actually do have control. Like
Yes.
obviously it's not like to that extent, but we have some sort of control. One thing we make it always like this is my party, like you say, is mostly toxic, but if I see somebody on social media where whenever I see your post, it invoke a feeling in me that I don't like, be it jealousy, be it like any feeling we're not appeasing to me, or I feel agitated, I block you. Like I block you out of sight, out of mind.
Exactly.
that feature is very nice anyway.
And I can
Block,
always
mute.
and I can always say back, if I ever come up on your feed and you feel like you're so agitated or you're so jealous or you get any negative feeling when you block me.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it's
our
your
responsibility.
It's your responsibility
Yeah.
to
For
protect your
protect
mental health.
yeah.
Like people are going to Danny not get for done. People they get for say bad word. You get for say bad word to people there. You get for hit it. First of all, palaver for like I would say not the born good picking. Where they make palaver out for say or usual banter. Like people are going below
The depths of
the
hell.
depths of hell. So you have the opportunity to say, okay, I understand what triggers me. And if I see say this situation,
You avoid.
it can't trigger me or it will trigger me, move away from it.
Right.
Like you have to hold you need for hold yourself accountable because you can't hold other people accountable, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Right.
So you need for hold yourself accountable. Sometimes when people when they do TikToks and sometimes people comment like the tripper they do post in comment and say oh no why anybody say same for women you who don't stock in this country. I just delete in comments because
It done.
You don't go.
I mean,
You don't need to answer.
I mean, for that experience.
What's your first? I say, do you know? Do you know this is my space? I can take you off. Like, do you know that? Like, I can block you, and you never have the chance to see me video again. Or for comment on me video again.
Yeah.
So for me, I take that power very seriously because social media is not going away anytime soon. It's just going to keep going. And then people they wake up, I can just see them as like victims. I'm like, I hope that one day you get help.
That you need.
But for now,
Delete.
Right. I like when you talk about the
Bye.
blocking thing. There is this
Yes.
thing like on Twitter.
Yeah.
It's beaucoup people that can say, like for block or mute, that's self care.
yes.
Right. So then they make we they don't soon anyway.
Yes.
Then they make we hop on the self care thing. Like I feel like one of the most important in a way people then they ignore na hobbies.
Yeah.
It helps so much.
Yes.
Like in fine for way like all man gets a hobby like for just unwind. Like for me, I go home after a stressful day and just game, play whatever game they on my system. Just do that. It could be watch film, TikTok, like if I or just play
Something that
with
is not
siblings,
stressing
picking
you
them
out,
exactly. And within are some of these self-care tips and way una personally can do whether meditation, yoga or whatever, we can help una and we una things say for help others.
I don't do yoga. But firstly, I be going to gym. I don't go to gym now, but I go for that. But exercise.
Same.
But exercising has helped me, like instead of the exercise, like it help me a lot. When you exercise, not just for your mental state, even your physical. Yeah, it helps you clear your mind. It helps you. So exercise, I think, is one good thing. It's not just about going to the gym. If you never go to the gym, you can do walks, you can do beach, you can walk on a beach or jog. Just form of activity can help a lot. Then me, what me can do, like me, I do almost everything. As I begin feel some kind of way, I defend new thing for land.
Yeah, same.
So firstly, I be going for do make, also for do something for actually, just for do something for just learn a skill. And for just, when you learn something, I mean, it can help with me mental state. Yes, it excites me. They help me. Yes. So I go learn makeup. I go learn for do cake. I go just want to learn do anything where actually go be useful to me. If I want cake now, I go just bake cake.
Yeah.
Get forget my days. Get forget picking my days. Get for the cake one way or the other. So learning new skill, especially skills where go be beneficial, like what you go able for use, it will be nice if it excites you, because me it excites me. So I do that. Also, I write a lot. You see me book. I always get book and pen. Like if book not available, I get me notes na me phone. Like I write a lot. Sometimes if I feel a certain type of way, bam bam bam, I don't write them, and it helps me. The feeling can just go away, because most times. Sometimes I say the environment can be too, you don't want to tell people because of different things. So I write. Wait till they feel. I write to me. So I what old book. How they feel. I narrate all thing. Or if that's something happen to me, I will just pour them out. Right. I don't mind this our account, so I delete all thing. Yes. So doing that don't help me a lot. Right. Also, just spend things the way be fun. So one thing I don't do for 2023, what I don't notice that I go out every 2 weeks with friends.
Yeah.
At least every 2 weeks, if I'm able to do it every week. No, honestly, like this, I just realized an end days there, and I mentioned like this, it help you be sane.
Dan did help me right now.
It helped me be sane. So I don't know for you, but it helped me be sane. You don't have to go to expensive places because you say, maybe now we could get the money. I don't have it.
Just hang out with
right?
Just hang out.
Exactly. You can just go eat cookie. Because I have to go for eat food the day anyways. I can go eat cookie, or I can just hang out at each other's house, like all like different. I can take turns, just being with friends, just doing things we go make one just laugh, right? Or just having fun. Me, I still play balance board, play different with my friends. I did that for me 30th birthday. No, honestly, and people were like, you see, they play picking game. I'm like, hey, that's my own business. Else, I take care of me mental state. That's my own business, right? We play basketball, we play all kind of game, any game where we want for play. So all the time, so I hang out with my friends a lot. And most times when I hang out, I don't not so phone things, not to. I want us to do activity, like be physical, be present, because this is the time we get for unwind.
Yes,
this is the time like. We don't everybody go back to your home. Yes. We don't go back to your family. We don't go back to stressful job. We don't go back to stressful things. So I don't it don't be like it's tradition now or knowing low-key tradition. Every 2 weeks or we can just hang out different things.
Right.
And also I do TikTok the same way I get time. I do TikTok. So people are like, oh, you do blah, blah. I'm like, no, I do tips. Well, I do share medical tips or something like pregnancy. Depends on whether anything will just come in mind. But I do TikTok because I know I just use it as a platform for share, because sharing, especially educating people, they excite me. Anything that excites me, anything that helps with my mental state, I do. But also sometimes I just go and just do videos and just dance.
Yeah,
exactly. I just dance and just post a commodity. I don't actually do one for following or for this one. I just do it for for just unwind.
Yeah,
I just do TikTok for unwind. So whatever helps you, really, whatever helps you do.
You get things that you can do.
So self-care is something that has to do with a lot of self-awareness. Like you cannot do self-care without self-awareness, like how you did say. But we get this notation, especially on social media, self-care is being put in a way that you need to spend money, you need to go buy soap, go make yourself first lush.
Face mask and
you put yourself and waiting like. People cannot afford that. Yeah. So now people don't say self-care is spending money on yourself. But it's way more deeper than that. It could be, like you say, taking a walk. For me, when I be in another place, like Uganda, I would walk for a very long time. I go waka. I go run. It was just, but I had a lot of self-awareness because I know, this is something that is going to help me.
Yeah.
some people then have food. Obviously, you have to be careful, but then
Eating disorder.
exactly. Some people then have food in the sense that you are able to come together with your friends and make something that you like, or make something where everybody want for eat at that moment. Can be corn soup, there's that. And there's the little acts of just being kind to yourself is the highest form of self-care for me. Like, for always giving self-grace. Because there are times where you go see, remember some embarrassing thing that we
don't do.
Or like thing that we don't pass.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, okay, we all get for die. And accepting yourself fully as you are growing, things that happen, things are changing, is always going to be the highest form of self-care. But then before you venture into that, and then therapy is self-care.
Yes.
Therapy is self-care, definitely. Okay. Because I like for, like I say, talk out my problem them. Sometimes I feel like I don't get solution to it. But where I don't talk to my therapist, then I can realize saying I may get the answer. By the way, in therapy, they don't really tell you what to do. Like they end up know what to do.
Like guide you through.
I'll be the tell me therapist say, I don't know, I want for stay here, but then I want for go, but then I want month to left, and I feel like it's very difficult for left because I don't suffer now. I say, so they say, okay, so what do you think saying? I say, well, because I don't suffer, I just stay left now the 1 month and just reap the benefits of me suffering. And I say, well,
right.
Then you know what to
right.
do.
So
exactly.
Before we close,
Yeah.
I don't want to miss this point. Like, how especially for you, how dangerous is it for fall into a place where you go and fall because of mental health, like substance abuse? Like, obviously, like I feel like we will not talk about this earlier for get more time, but like a quick one, like how important is it for people to not for like, because obviously we only talk about self-help, self-care.
But you go sleep.
What are the things we should not do, especially about drugs? Like, how we able put yourself on check and not fall? Because we all know, like, the thing about kush, marijuana or whatever. Most of the kush users, they blame, the hardship of the cons. Get how do they feel? Within like how? Yeah, not just me ask.
I get. So firstly, I just want to mention say substance use disorder, like it's part of a type of mental disorder.
Yes.
Let me just say it there.
Yeah.
Then so if you don't know the things then for do, we'll just don't mention. Don't do what you shouldn't do. Like not lock up yourself.
Not isolate.
Yes,
yourself.
don't isolate. Not lock up yourself. No lean on then substances. Then by the way, when they say substance or drugs, alcohol is included.
Right.
Not lean on them for comfort. So this is the mistake most people make. Then either they take drugs or alcohol for the comfort of it, and then after the thing don't left them,
They continue.
the pain or whatever it is you're feeling like it is still
coming
there.
back.
So they're going for constantly they take and by the time they're not addicted to drugs, whatever it is. So no even start for find comfort using denting and day.
Okay.
You can seek help, right? Or you can even start by talking to somebody where you trust. Could be a family member or a friend or a mentor or whatever from somebody where you trust. But not isolate yourself. Seek help. Then not rely on substances for feel better.
Okay.
It will not help.
Okay.
Don't start.
Aye.
For me,
Not
it's
start at
always
all.
like don't start
Yeah,
because
you can control.
for ender, the problem.
The issues.
For starter, it's something you have control. Like the things even comes down to even things like sugar, right? Like sugar, you can't be addicted to that. But like I noticed this one time where I stopped to take sugar for. I would say okay, I'd go a week. Day 2, I be again migraine. I been for run go take Maltina and drink. That was when I realized that okay, this is getting serious. So I could say like if you say this, no neglect and say, oh, I will come out of this. Trust me, that drug is stronger than you and all the self-will where you get inside you.
Yeah.
So just say the moment you start, that is going to be like a destruction.
Yeah, we know a symptom like it's something you can't fight.
Yeah.
So like if you don't take them and you're not addicted, you want for stop. It affects you.
It affects
And you find out until you take them before you feel better. So that's one of the things we make even the people where they want for stop, they're not able to stop.
Like make would they go about it thing all wrong, like would they beat them?
Yeah, we're soon not
but
because
then when you beat them,
yes,
then people
exactly.
they like then get
They
their
can't
own
help
battle
it.
force.
Yes, they get their own battle.
Inside. If you don't even when you lock them in an enclosed space, and go crazy
Yeah.
for fan that thing.
Yeah.
Because the
It affects
will
them.
of that thing
It's
is stronger than them.
It's
So
strong.
Right.
So don't start. Like don't
Yeah,
start.
don't
Don't rely on.
In short, don't
substances.
start.
No, don't.
Right.
even sex addiction,
It's
don't
a thing.
start.
Addiction is addiction.
Another
Whatever
episode
for
for that.
pleasure, as I said, whatever will make you feel
Anyway.
good.
So don't start. Okay.
Right. So, like for close, obviously, when all tuna people there with it, either they work in mental health, or we get like
Something, yeah.
something going on or personal experiences with it. Waiting on go on for promote like relevant campaigns or anything revolving around that day.
Okay, so personally for us, like how Gallup, we're very focused on mental health and education. And this is something I've been doing for 5 years now, even though it has been on and off because advocacy is not
Funny.
yeah, it's not funny. But then for me, I can always think and say, like, now one thing I do, I better pass like possibly not do anything. So like I know really myself, so we can go for months to not do something, but we can do something. Right. So apart from the free therapy we offer that 10 day, and please, it's still available by the way. People they reach out for the free therapy sessions. We followed up, but they never followed up back with we. So so those are still available. We still get 3 slots available if you want
For
to.
free. How forget in touch
so
with
you
them
can
there?
just go on Instagram, Gallup Sierra Leone, and send me a DMs. And also because I feel like maybe people are afraid to say now we're not doing it. We're partnering with an organization called We Hold a Hand. Then they provide African therapists there. So these are the people that are going to be giving you help. But we're transitioning now from that, and we are working on building a tech innovation that will help and support specifically African university students with the mental health help they need. Right. And we're giving them not only the help, but I'm not going to say in secrecy, but then in a way that they can accept it for now. Because in as much as we want to say, pull the stigma, it's not going away anytime soon. So for us, we're like, okay, well, the stigma is still there, but secretly people are getting help. So why don't we give them help in a way that is...
Okay.
So no full details yet because of what I was telling you. Like we're applying for funding and hackathons and stuff. So we're not going for cash share idea. The enemies then go they watch. But yes.
Emphasis on the free. Yes. And Gallup Sierra Leone on Instagram.
Yes. So please do reach out to us. We have about 3 sessions per person. And maybe if you really let come, we could have for more funding for able for like support you throughout.
Yeah, Dr. Evelyn.
Okay, so during the World Mental Health Day, they get this stolen way. Then, but I know that they did the launch actually, but I just saw it. So I want to share that when you have mental issue, you can call 5116
from any Orange AfriCell.
Yes, 5116. So now the line down there.
Okay.
Personally, me and my friend, when we just start for work, Kissy, we be talk about one for start at least mental health, podcast or in a page or something like that. Just raise awareness purely on mental health issues, but we know materialize.
It's a lot of
we
work.
materialize.
So that's coming soon.
Yes,
All
hopefully.
All right. Anyway, that's about it. Thank you, Dr. Evelyn. Thank you, Rebecca.
Welcome.
Very, very, very much about a very insightful talk on this big issue. Anyway, so thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to like, share, comment your own thoughts there on mental health. If you get like a personal experience with them, you can reach out to the organizations and like the call line way with Dr. On Talk. And that's it. See you guys next episode.